You're finally awake. And here I thought you weren't going to make it. You've been out for 3 days. You have some fight in you, that's for sure. You don't remember? I was finishing up some business on the other side of town when I found you. Half unconscious near the side of that deli place. At first I was going to continue on, but you called out with such a weak voice. It was pitiful, really. Still, effective enough to pique my interest. And when I crouched down to have a good look at you, do you remember what you said? You said, "Save me," with such desperation before you passed out. A few strangers saw me, so I had no choice but to give some temporary aid. And I had planned for it to be just that. However, I did some digging into who you are. No family, finished school with above-average grades, hopping from job to job until you accepted an offer that led to you slumped in an alley like an abandoned kitten. If any of that is wrong, feel free to correct me. I'm good at what I do. After finding out that the rent for your apartment, if you can even call it that, is behind by at least 3 months, and the guarantor you have on the lease who gave you that job has apparently fled the country, you really don't have anything or anyone else to fall back on. Eventually, you'll be swallowed by the world with no one to remember you. An insignificant blip. I doubt you want to continue living that way, so I brought you here to my home. I took the liberty of canceling your contract. The landlord didn't care that I wasn't your guarantor as long as he was paid. And I did so in full. You live here now. Are you going back to sleep, or shall I show you where you are? Drink that glass of water before you do. It was changed not long ago. You think it's poisoned or something? Why would I go through the effort? It would have been easier leaving you where I found you. Your body needs to hydrate. Drink. Really? Fine. No poison. Now follow me. I inherited the property after my grandfather died. It's a little big for my liking, but it does the job. The thought of selling never came to mind. I don't need the money, and this place is already well secured. He was a prominent figure back in his day with quite a few enemies, so he took some safety precautions. They served him well, and now they serve me. Now you will. You have nothing to return to. If I were to let you leave right now, where would you go? You have no money, no home, no one. Now you only have me. Friends? Where were your friends when you were losing consciousness? Or when you needed somewhere to stay? Or when you were only surviving on 2 meals a week? Your friends are ash. Whole at first, but crumble and disappear with a fragile blow. Try to hold on to it and it might burn you. My grandfather had a way with words, as he should have, given his profession. Let's just say he was an expert at retrieving and distributing information, hence the enemies. I did follow in his footsteps, although my methods are more covert. You'll be safe if that's what you're worrying about. Or maybe you're frightened of me? If you weren't, I'd say you're a fool. I can tell you're naive, but not stupid. Sit. I do live alone, which is one of the main reasons why I brought you here. You'll be my housekeeper as soon as your health returns. That means cooking and keeping the place tidy, as well as serving guests when they come. Hiring someone trustworthy is next to impossible once they know who they're working for. It's happened on more than one occasion. People can be cunning. All it takes is a bit of cheese to lure out the rats. Your particular circumstances are uncommon to find in the city. Connections are like lifelines nowadays, so to find someone with next to none is interesting. Consider this your new job, and me, your employer. I'll pay you, of course, so when the time comes that I no longer need your services, you'll have a good amount of money to restart your life. What, you think I'd give you nothing? I'm not heartless. I know the struggle of survival even though I may not look it. I know that you accepted the last job out of desperation, which I can't fault. In plain terms, you were a scapegoat. Things were meant to go wrong. It was a setup. After you gave whatever package you did, you became a loose end. It's possible that they might still come after you if you saw any faces, so technically, you're safer here than you are out there. I'll show you around. Come. You can bring your plate, but don't drop any crumbs. You'll be cleaning it up anyway. My grandfather's tastes were a little extravagant. Once he had a taste of money, it was hard for him to keep it in his wallet. The house has 2 floors. On this floor, you have the kitchen, the lounge, foyer, the dining room, a gym, and connected to that, an indoor swimming pool. This room is my study. You're not permitted in here. Understood? Good. Next to it is the library. You're free to use all the facilities as you please, but do so in your own time. My hours differ from day to day, but your schedule should remain the same. You'll start at 9 every day to maintain the house. The garden is off limits. Because I said. This room is yours. I brought everything here, but wasn't sure what you valued. Until you're ready to work, you can go through them and make the room your own. Also, because I saw how little clothes you had and the state of them, I took it upon myself to buy you some new ones. If you're living here under my roof, I expect a certain standard. Your looks don't concern me. At least I'll have something nice to look at for a change. So, try the Excuse me. I thought you were calling tomorrow. A development in Richmond. Keep an eye on it. Report in tomorrow. I recently got a pet. A little afraid. Today's the first day I've let them out, so they're getting used to the environment and me. Yes, inform Harren. In due time, you'll know about my work. For now, I need to know how efficient you are at your new job. But you won't be much help at all if you're still not 100%. You don't feel like you have a fever, and your complexion's better than it was. I'll give you today to rest and regain your energy. You start work tomorrow. It's only natural to want to know more about me. I have a black coffee in the morning, 1 sugar. Groceries arrive every Friday at 4 p.m. I have someone else to take care of that for me for now. But if you want to add anything, let me know and I'll inform them. Despite what I've learned, I still don't know you. If I give you a phone, who will you call? What about internet access? You might not know exactly where you are, but I don't have the time to worry about search parties and the like. Once you earn my trust, I'll give you more freedom. Until then, prove to me who you really are. Unlike the rest of the people you've worked for, I'm giving you a chance. You might not know me now, but time will change that. Good. Get settled in. Right. Call me Isaac. I like the way you say it. For now, try on the clothes I got you. If any of them don't fit, I'll get you something new. It's not a nice gesture, it's a professional one. As my employee, I'm obligated to do it. What else? What else do you want me to say? I'm a romantic who likes long walks on the beach and a picnic date? You'll only know what you need to, and right now, what you know is enough. I'll leave you to it. If there's anything you need, let me know. You're not a prisoner here. You're being protected while working for me. So, if you're uncomfortable with something, I'll change it if necessary. Okay. Settle in. Tomorrow, the real work begins.